to come and join us for our trading card day. The first 10,000 fans to the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early to the fan zone and get inside by Lucky the Leprechaun and the Celtics dance ticket.
Attention Celtics fans, we hope you can join us for Lucky the Leprechaun t-shirt tonight. The first 15,000 fans get their own green shirt. Limited tickets remaining, so secure your seats now. Boston fans, we've got a special giveaway game coming up. The first 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a bobblehead of Celtics legend, Larry Bird. Hey, Celtics fans, be sure to be here.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. So the Nets starting five. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Banks in at the point. Shams, no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team, and you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link, and it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. What a great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
Thomas passes to Claxton, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And Claxton, no good on that one. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
There's Schroeder after the made shot from Banks. Claxton a screen on White. Thomas. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. On offense, here are the Celtics. White the pass to Brown. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Johnson right side to the inside. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
The 3 from Tatum. Brooklyn with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Schroeder against Brown. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Count the basket. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the meeting.
Oh, you framed that so well. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum, finishing strong at the rim.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Thomas surveying the D. Shoots over White. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now here's Tatum. And another basket for Boston.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Thomas against White. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Celtics. And now here's Banks, the fast break opportunity. Good on the shot. 8 points for the Prophet.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And both free throws good for White.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Now here's Schroeder. No scoring in this one. Thomas with the ball. To the middle. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Doesn't go that time.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
The Nets making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Here's Claxton. Last game we saw him score 14. Pass to Schroeder. A three from Bogdanovich. A rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. And the basket by Tatum.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Bogdanovich. Paxton a screen on Brown. Bogdanovich with it, now guarded by Tatum. And Bogdanovich kicks to Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Nets trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
When you think about the great teams that we have seen and the great seasons that we have watched over the many decades, where do you think historically Boston's season will be placed?
The greatness of the Celtics can be measured in any one of their players can win an MVP, whether it's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jrue Holiday. They all have the ability, and Kristaps Porzingis, to all win individual accolades, but what makes them so great is they can sacrifice and be one for each other. You think about starting fives. The 2017 Warriors, the 24, 25, 25, 26 Celtics. For years to come, the Celtics group has a chance to compete.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Holiday in for Derek White. And then for Brooklyn, Trendon Watford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Shake Milton comes in for Thomas. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Williams, he's checked in for Shake Milton. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Here's Watford, following the basket by Al Horford. And Simmons slams it in.
Don't sleep on Simmons' athleticism. He still has the ability to hammer down those alley-oops.
Banks passes to Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in. 1:44 left in the first. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Banks against Simmons. And the shot goes down. Simmons got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Jaylen Brown. David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. Well, guys, it could have been much worse. It's a shoulder bruise, and it's aching a bit by the looks of things. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it'll force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans and see what changes they make. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Here's Watford after Ben Simmons bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Watford passes to Johnson. A 3 from Simmons. The rebound by Holiday. To the paint. Here's Banks. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's 13 points for the Profits.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The 3 from Johnson, nailed from three-point land. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Celtics lead by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Celtics?
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. And it's Banks in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And the Nets with possession here. After the miss from Derek White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the field.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Tatum, he's checked in for Al Horford. Good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 5. Celtics passing it around. The shot's good from Banks.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Here's Watford, guarded by Porzingis. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Simmons against Banks. Simmons can't get it to go. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. For Boston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Simmons. He's got 6. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. On the wing, Johnson. Outside, Simmons. Screen by Watford. 4 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. And the Nets miss again. Celtics leading by 9. Outside, White. From outside the arc. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Pritchard, he's checked in for Banks. And a change for the Nets. Whitehead's checked in for Williams. Nets trail by 9. And here is Simmons. Pass to one. Group out on the floor for the Celtics.
It's all you, MP. You got this.
Banks against Schroeder. Banks kicks to Horford. Now here's Banks. Guarded closely. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
4th team foul.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Banks.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Schroeder. 12 points his last outing. Pass to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics leading by 18. Holiday looking over the floor. Up top, Banks. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Banks has got 21.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Outside, Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
1:33 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Schroeder. Johnson, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft. Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Outside Banks. Pass to Hauser. The shot's good from Banks. 25 points for the Prophet.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday against Thomas. Clock at 6. Spins. Over Holiday. Can't convert off the spin. And so it's Boston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
You look at the Celtics. They're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's foul. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder. And it's White missing. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip. Claxton a screen on Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Bogdanovich. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Here's Schroeder, and he lays it straight in. Schroeder's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Boston leading by 20. Banks passes to White. Drains the three-pointer.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Schroeder against Banks. Schroeder outside on the wing. Johnson. Thomas against White. Looking to get it going, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on White.
All the officials are all over that one.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Bogdanovich against Porzingis. Bogdanovich passes to Thomas. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Brown.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Claxton. Schroeder kicks to Thomas. Back to Schroeder. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Inside, Claxton. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
And good that time.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points in the game so far. Bogdanovich against Brown. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And the first one drops. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Here's Bogdanovich. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And Claxton throws it down hard.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Tatum. 16 points for him. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. Bogdanovich looking around. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Claxton. Tillman, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for White. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Here's Pritchard. 7 points in the game. Porzingis passes to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. For the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bogdanovich against Brown. Thomas down low. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Thomas got 9.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Schroeder. That one doesn't drop. Good defense by Claxton. Down low. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Here's Pritchard. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Banks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nick Claxton. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Williams comes in for Cameron Thomas. And Simmons subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Banks, and he drives in, and he banks in the layup.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Banks against Simmons. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Bogdanovich has got 7 now in this quarter.
And when Bogdanovich has the hot hand, keep getting him the ball. An outstanding scorer who can light you up.
Banks against Simmons. Holiday still without a basket. From deep three-point land. Out to Porzingis. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 17 points in the game. Banks inside. Finney Smith defending. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And here is Banks after Bojan Bogdanovich getting his shot to go from deep. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That's on Ben Simmons. For Boston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Celtics. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Banks. Pass to Watford. Finney Smith with it. And here is Williams. Over Holiday. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Williams has got his first points of the game. Boston leading by 18. Now here's Banks, guarded by Simmons. Simmons against Banks. Over Simmons. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Banks has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Takes the three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tatum passes to Horford. Outside Banks. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Banks has got 38 points.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Watford finds Simmons. A three from Bogdanovich. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. Prophet is out there with Holiday, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Banks, who's in the game for the Celtics.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Milton looking around. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Horford. It's Banks with the drive. Brown. The rebound by Watford.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Simmons. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Assist goes to Shake Milton.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Brown the pass to Banks. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Sharps checked in for Brooklyn. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And the Nets with possession here. Following Porzingis' three, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for a ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the right side. Banks, no good. Nets trail by 18. Finney Smith with it. Pass to Watford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That's good from Watford. He hits both from the stripe. Boston leading by 16. Outside Banks goes up at the stripe. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Watford with it, guarded by Horford. The shot by Watford, no good. A three from Porzingis. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
A big man with big-time range. Porzingis is a legit threat from three-point land.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Sharp. Out to the right wing. A second chance effort. And the Nets miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Porzingis kicks to Banks. And stolen by Simmons. Milton with it. Back to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Nails the hook.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Banks inside. The kick out to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown to the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Wilton the pass to Simmons. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Brooklyn making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Banks with a rebound. Banks has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Tatum. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Now here's Schroeder. Back to Thomas. And they'll get another chance. Paxton a screen on White. Thomas gets a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Banks against Schroeder. Banks kicks to White. Celtics passing it around. Launches a 3. Back to Banks. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Thomas. Johnson up top, guarded by Tatum. Here's Schroeder. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Schroeder against Banks. White, wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Now here's Schroeder. Johnson outside. There's the triple. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's tipped. Here's Banks. Tatum finds White. Porzingis high post. The kick out to Tatum. Offline with his 3.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
To the middle. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Thomas.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Here's White after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Kicks it out to Banks. Screen by Porzingis. The shot's good from Banks. Banks has got 43 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Claxton against Porzingis. Outside Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Claxton. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Both teams will make substitutions. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Wilson. Simmons passes to Finney-Smith. Williams with a clean look sinks the three-pointer.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Prophets.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Nets. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis passes to Banks. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder surveying the floor. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. The three. The rebound by the Celtics. Thomas with the steal. Schroeder up top. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. See you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.